Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. This is start of fall in Orangeville. It's in Island Lake. Hi, check my website for more artworks and photographs at ilmaarts.com. Tonight, I'd like to share Exodus 34, verse 13. It says, "You must worship no other gods, for the Lord, whose very name is jealous, is a God who is jealous about his relationship with you." Here's my point. A jealous God. When you commit to God, you must be faithful. He is a very jealous God. He wants you to be truthful. He is very loyal to you, so he expects the same. He loves you, so he wants you to honor his name. He doesn't tolerate idolatry or any competition. He knows he is the only true God, without question. He is jealous about his relationship with you. Will you choose to commit to him and be true? Here's my essay. For many decades, I didn't know that one of my iniquities was idolatry. Because of self-will and independence, the enemy used it to enter my heart. I was blinded by the world's standard of greatness. I thought that being able to achieve many goals and ambitions was the ultimate indication of success. God proved me wrong. The circumstance that led me to Canada was still an idolatrous act. God used it to teach me and convict me of this sin. The Bible tells us that we must not worship other gods, for God's very nature is jealous. He is the essence of love, and he expects no less than a sincere and truthful loyalty from those who claim they love him. Prayer. Convict me right away when I become unfaithful to you, Lord. Reflection. Why do you think God is a very jealous God? I think in the Bible it says God is love. So anything that he created is also love. We're all set in a default setting that we are supposed to be loving and that we have to exude love. So the opposite of love is not really hate. The opposite of love is indifference. And when you're indifferent to a person or to someone, you wouldn't care about that person. You wouldn't care whether it will hurt them or it will whatever you do will be hurtful to them or will be detrimental to them. So you just do what you want. So I think that God, since he is love, he wants to exceedingly love. And when he exceedingly loves, he wants that love to flourish on that person that he loves. And the only way that he can make that flourish is to protect that person from other forces that will stop him from being a loving person. So I think when you're when the good way to be jealous, I know jealousy is not from God. When you talk about jealousy, that the world looks at it, but the only right jealousy is God's. Because when you are jealous, when God is jealous because we are having other things, prioritizing other things instead of him, then that is a rightful jealousy, because that is a godly jealousy. But the worldly jealousy is very different, because like, oh, I'm jealous of this person because I own that person and this person shouldn't be with somebody else. That's a different kind of jealousy. And that is a worldly jealousy. But godly jealousy is like the first commandment that God says is that we first have to love God before everything else. So in other words, when you are loving something else and when you're spending more time on something else, when you're literally having no time for God to reflect on his character, on his love, on his truth, then you are not faithful to him. And He is a very faithful God, because God is all about love. So I think that God is a very jealous God, because that is the nature of His essence, which is love. So when He loves someone, He wants to totally give everything to that someone. And so He expects the same from all of us. And when we don't, then He can be a jealous God. And He is rightfully jealous, because He has a right to, because He created all of us. And we belong to to Him. We don't belong to anything else. We don't belong to the world. We don't belong to our job. We don't belong to our family. We don't belong to whatever it is that we are focusing so much on, but we belong to Him. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com. Have a pleasant night.